Good morning, everybody. If you're with us on Sunday, you will likely remember that we talked about considering our death. So we took that literally today, and we are standing on the edge considering our death.
We're considering. We're not going to follow through.
Yes,
we're considering.
We will help each other out, keep us from falling. But we're on the edge, looking out. It's a beautiful view, but if you look down, it's pretty dangerous down there. So we are, just taking Sunday seriously.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah. it would hurt. But
a few ledges.
But before we get to that, looking back, we're gonna look. Next to me is somebody that you probably may have seen before, but she's been in our church before, but she's actually joining us for the summer in a special role. We have hired her as an intern, and so she's going to be helping with VBS, she's going to be helping with youth and with some music stuff, and I don't know, just a lot of different ways that we wanted to have somebody join our team for the summer. So, your name is Caitlin Evans.
Yep.
Yay, we're glad to have you. So Caitlin, we have some questions for you. And we practiced a few of these in the car. So Kevin, you want to lead us off?
What's your favorite color?
Green.
All right. You had a interesting one. You forgot.
Which one?
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
That one.
Be a rhododendron tree.
A rhododendron. And the reason is?
Because we had one growing up at my dad's, and I absolutely loved hanging out in that tree.
Yeah. And I hear that you liked climbing it.
Yes, I do.
And I like climbing. That's why this is one of my favorite spas.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting you out on the rock. When did you come to know Jesus?
Well, when I was younger, I kind of did a general getting to know Jesus, but it wasn't until I really dove into it for myself until around 2021 when I went to Camp Quanos and really got to dive into my faith and learn more for myself.
Camp Quanos was a really special place for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
If the staff of Camp Quanos were to have a cage match against the staff of Green Bay, who do you think would win?
I don't know. Quanos is pretty big. And
wow,
I think I've just got a new idea for camp fundraiser.
Yes.
Camp fundraiser.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Sid doing push-ups this week.
Have you? Oh
my
really?
goodness, that guy's a machine.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know. Wow.
Anyways.
You'd have to take on the beach crew.
If you could, if there could be any non-World Cup team to suddenly make a run at a World Cup, which country would you want it to be?
I could tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not far into the World Cup.
You're not watching the World Cup? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
Surrounded by people who are.
Yeah.
Not me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to paint. I like to bake. I like to cook. Just bought a sewing machine, so I'm gonna start sewing.
Nice.
That's very crafty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
How
That's cool.
long? I know the answer. How long have you lived in West Kelowna?
A week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she just moved here. So
Yeah.
you'll get to know her over the summer a little bit. We're going to introduce her to the congregation on Sunday morning. So, but now you know who Caitlin is. We're going to look back a little bit. We talked on Sunday about Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and just considering your death. Like that's what the teacher at Ecclesiastes kind of keeps bringing us to is, have you thought about your death in order to live well? And that's the kind of part that we wanted to focus a little bit more on today is, what does living well look like?
Mm-hmm.
So, Chris, do you have some thoughts?
Well, usually, can I organize them? No, I do, because I think part of there's a twofold nature, right? We talked about some things that die, and it's not even just our physical selves, right? But just like I do think my brain jumps to the New Testament where Paul talks about like the old self dying.
Yeah.
And I think about some of the things that do need to die away if we're going to live well, like things like jealousy, things like some of the fears or anxieties we might have. And I'm not talking about just in a disordered sense. I just mean like just in a general sense, right? Some of the things that we worry about. And so I think when those then die away too, then part of living really well is like having a freedom to celebrate what God's doing, even if we're not directly in the middle of it. Right? To see like, I very jokingly would love to see the two camps head to head, but like there's two ministries that God is doing incredible things in. And if we can just go like, I don't really have much to do with that, if anything, but we can just celebrate that God's doing something really cool there.
And it doesn't have to be a competition, which
it's
is
not
better,
a competition,
right?
right?
It's like, hey, you're
absolutely.
ministering here and you're ministering here, and praise God.
And we, as pastors, I think we talk a lot about that behind closed doors, right? We want to celebrate what God is doing through other churches, and we do that sometimes. But we could actually just publicly, applaud when we see good things going on in other organizations, because we've had some of that pride die away, and it frees us then to live a life of celebrating God in all sorts of contexts.
And even hearing you say that, doesn't that sound like a more exciting way to live? I don't have to worry about, am I good enough? Am I better than that person? Do I have as much as that person? It's like, this is what I have. This is who I am. This is who God made me to be and where He placed me. I'm going to live it, and I am, and it's great. Like, I think that's part of the abundant life, right? Any more thoughts from either of you guys?
Well, like my life verse is Philippians 3:8, that says, like Paul went on to say all the amazing and wonderful things that he actually could, put a gold star on, and all those things that like would actually challenge us to say, no, you actually want to live here and now. You never want to die. You want to take all of these attributes and just see them as, if I could just hold on to these things really tightly, then I'll be happy, and I want to live in that forever, right? Like, no change. Don't ever change my life. And death never comes at an opportune time. So the fact that Paul then says, I consider, when I was to weigh all these things out, if I was to consider Christ Himself and what He has done for me and all that I could have and hold on to in this life, I'm choosing Christ. And I'm choosing that life of obedience that actually follows Him to death. So all these things, even though they might be part of my life, I think I'm going to actually live in a sense of like, not only is my hand open, but actually, some of these actually are considered garbage. Like, they're considered trash if you actually fully understood.
His word would be more likely poop.
Poop and feces, right? Like, we need to be rid of that so that when Christ is fully alive in me and I am ready to die, that actually He blesses in so many different and other amazing ways. But that takes this sense of like letting go of all that stuff, including my own life, right?
I forget where in that, I think it's that chapter, or maybe it's chapter 4, where he talks about, I have learned to be content, whatever the
chapter
circumstances.
4,
Right? And think about the good things, right? And if we really, you talked about Christ, if we really, really understood and knew Him, we would be so excited to serve Him. We would be so excited to just, I'll give up everything just to be one more moment with you. It's interesting.
And that then actually does spur us on, not to just saying, I'm gonna choose Christ and therefore death. It's not just that, right? When Christ came and He said, I've given you all these instructions. When you saw me naked and poor and hungry and all these things, you were actually ministering to me. And so like, that actually gives me a sense of hope that when we care for others, we're actually seeing Christ in that moment. We're actually finding Christ where He's at, in that living life to the fullest and living it for Him, through Him, in Him, towards others.
You ever have that moment where you're like, oh man, I don't really want to do this thing, but then you decide to do it. It's the right thing to do. probably, going and doing something for somebody else that you're just, man, but then you do it and you're so much, there's joy. I think that's what you're kind of hitting at, right? There's a joy in serving the Lord that we don't, it's deeper, it's more meaningful, it's more lasting than any other joy we tend to seek through all the other things. We could go on and on. I mean, Galatians 5, it talks about the old ways and then the new way. And the new way is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Like there's nothing that says you can't do these things, and they're awesome. What's better? So, yeah, really good. Well, let's look forward a little bit. We have a lot coming up, and a lot of it you have 1, 2, 3, pretty much your whole self into.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's coming up? Well, actually, before we get to you,
right.
Can you tell us about Sunday?
Yeah, so this coming Sunday we're going to meet at the Nut Farm following our service, and come on down, bring your lawn chairs, bring your stuff, bring some food for you, and it's just a great time of hang out in the park, and you'll get to meet Caitlin probably and be able to just connect with others, and it's going to be a great time. So it's Sunday, July 12th.
That's awesome.
Now tell us
Okay,
about
then
all this
Monday. Monday. We have VBS starting, which is exciting. There's still room. I mean, we'll take registrations right up, including Monday morning. That would be, wonderful, as more kids have been signing up. Even this morning, there was a new sign up.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there was a new sign up. Like, it just keeps coming in. It's great. So Monday morning, VBS starts at right at 9 o'clock is when VBS starts, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 mornings of wonderful fun with kids. Then on Friday night, our Romania team is getting together. We would love to kind of share more of the picture of what we're doing, and so we're putting on a fundraising dinner, and we invite people to come to that. Even if you are like, man, I don't know if I have any more to give, but I'd really love to be part of this. We'd love to have you, and because we want to just share kind of more of the stuff, and we'll share a lot of follow up when we get back. But so that everybody could be like fully then behind us in prayer and all sorts of different ways, we'd love to share more of the big vision picture of that. And so Sunday's the last day to sign up so that we can make sure we prepared enough food. And so we'd invite you to speak to myself or Alyssa or another member of the team on Sunday morning and sign up for that dinner, which is next Friday, the 17th. And then, which means we are less than a month till our team leaves.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
really exciting, and so there's lots going on as far as we are like, we're not just going to play a little small role in these day camps. We are like running these day camps. And it's a little, it can be overwhelming because I think of our VBS next week and it's like, it's a small group of kids and a big team of people. We're doing exactly the opposite in Romania, where we have like, I know for the first week, we're expecting like 100 kids.
Wow.
And there's going to be 9 of us plus a few of our Transylvanian friends, and so we're maybe a dozen people, and it's going to be awesome. But it's one of those big things that we're really seeking people to come behind us in prayer, because we this can't just be us.
That's
and
so exciting.
It's a lot of that going on too.
And that dinner is going to be, is it going to be like some Romanian food?
Oh,
and stuff too?
absolutely.
Yeah.
We are taking recipes out of the Paul and Tanya Garricky helped, mostly Tanya, let's be honest, helped organize some of their home cooks that they know who do like food for camp. These are actually ladies who like have literally cooked me meals when I've been in Romania, and to share some of their favorite recipes and put in a recipe book, and then we're making recipes out of that book.
Nice.
So when you come to that night, you're gonna eat like real authentic Hungarian meals.
I'm getting hungry.
And we'll also, I know, we had to leave the church because some of that like, early stages of food stuff are going on there, and we're like, this is going to drive us crazy. That's the other reason to be outside. But it is, we're also going to explain a little bit of why we talk so much about Hungary and Hungarian stuff when we're going to Romania.
Right.
And if that's a question on your mind, you can come that night and find more about that too.
That will be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There was one more thing that I wanted to make sure you knew about, and that was a women's thing coming up July 23rd, Thursday, from 7 to 9 at the Galatli Nut Farm again. And in case you don't know, it's right over there.
That is literally true. We can see it.
So those are some of the things coming up. We'll keep telling you about the women's thing, but next week with VBS in Romania and our picnic on Sunday, lots to do. So we're excited, and to meet Caitlin. Thanks for being with us today. We're excited. We hope that you have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.